Imagine waking up and discovering that every human on Earth was born with a tail. Flexible, strong, and prehensile, like those of monkeys. Overnight, human life would be transformed because the tail wouldn't just be a decoration. It would be an extra limb, an extension of the body capable of gripping, balancing, and expressing emotion. Daily life would change immediately. People could carry groceries in their hands while using their tails to hold umbrellas. Commuters could hang from subway rails without effort, freeing up space. Construction workers and firefighters could climb with incredible ease, using tails for support. Children would swing from trees or playground bars naturally, as if born into a world designed for agility. Architecture would adapt. Homes and offices might feature overhead bars and vertical spaces to make full use of tails. Urban design could shift toward multi-level environments with ladders, climbing poles, and rope systems everywhere. The human world would become three-dimensional as cities stretch upward, not just because of technology, but because humans themselves could move vertically with ease. Sports would be revolutionized. Gymnastics, parkour, rock climbing, and even soccer or basketball would gain new dimensions. Imagine athletes dribbling with their feet while using tails for balance or blocking. New sports might emerge entirely. Tail wrestling, tail acrobatics, or even synchronized tail dancing. The Olympic Games would never look the same. Social communication would evolve too. Just as dogs wag or cats flick their tails, humans would reveal emotions physically. Excitement might show as quick tail movements, nervousness as twitching, and affection as tails wrapping gently around another person. Body language would become richer, but also harder to hide. Your tail might betray feelings your words try to conceal. Fashion would adapt rapidly. Clothing would need tail holes, and designers would invent tail accessories. Jewelry, ribbons, covers, maybe even protective armor for the adventurous. Hairstyles would no longer be the only form of self-expression. Tails could be decorated or styled as cultural statements. Of course, challenges would arise. Tails would require maintenance, hygiene, and personal space considerations. Crowded buses and theaters would feel even tighter with tails swishing around. Schools and workplaces might set etiquette rules banning tail grabbing or requiring tails to be tucked in certain spaces. Injuries like sprains or breaks would add new fields to medicine and physiotherapy. On a deeper level, human identity would shift. We often distinguish ourselves from other primates by subtle differences, but with tails, the link to our evolutionary cousins would be undeniable. Philosophers and anthropologists might argue whether the presence of tails redefines what it means to be human, or whether it simply enriches our capabilities. Culturally, myths and legends would take on new meanings. Ancient gods or demons depicted with tails would no longer seem strange but relatable. Entire artistic traditions might celebrate tails as symbols of grace, strength, or sensuality. Religions might even debate whether tails carry spiritual significance. Over time, humanity might even evolve new ways of using them beyond physical function. With practice, tails could handle tools, play musical instruments, or type on keyboards, turning humans into true three-armed beings. In space exploration, tails could provide stability in zero gravity, making astronauts more agile than ever. Ultimately, if humans had monkey-like tails, the world would be more dynamic, expressive, and interconnected with our primal past. It would remind us every day that evolution is not finished, and that our bodies, just like our societies, can always grow in surprising directions.